A mass shooting at a Texas elementary school sent shockwaves through local school districts. The massacre left 19 children and 2 adults dead. A business in Crystal built a system that can be installed in schools. It's all in an effort to stop active shooters in their tracks should they enter a building. CCX News reporter Sarah Tamer shows us how it works.
Too often, communities across the nation grieve as school shootings claim more lives.
I started the company after Sandy Hook occurred in 2012.
Jody Allen Crow says it's the reason he started Crotega.
These can be located where the building owner wants to put them.
An artificial intelligence system installed in the ceilings of schools, hospitals, and other buildings.
Somebody comes in, somebody alerts it, I see somebody coming into that area with a gun, and then I hit the deploy button.
Like tear gas, once deployed, the application causes eye closure and makes it hard to breathe, all in an effort to deter, disrupt, and delay an active shooter.
So with one click of a button, you could essentially help save a life.
Absolutely.
Crow says he knows all too well how a system like this could help.
When I was in 5th grade, a kid brought a gun to school in Grand Rapids, Minnesota. Shot another kid, almost killed him. A school administrator stepped out, his name was Forrest L. Wiley, and said, "Give me the gun," and he turned the gun on Forrest Wiley and killed him.
The company has now come up with new ways to deploy the product, like this new backpack which carries the application.
Crow hopes less lethal options like these can make a difference.
My goal is to save lives in schools.
In Crystal, Sarah Tamer, CCX News.
Crotega's owner says it's about $75,000 to install the system. He says local schools have reached out to him with interest. As you can imagine, local lawmakers and school districts have been reacting to the mass shooting. House Majority Leader Ryan Winkler of Golden Valley sent out a statement on the tragedy saying, quote, "Gun violence is a public health and public safety crisis, and our society should be treating it with the seriousness and urgency it deserves." He also said, "The United States is the only nation that allows these kinds of senseless killings to happen over and over again." Local school districts express shock and sadness over the school shooting in Texas. Districts are offering up school counselors and psychologists to students who may need that extra support. Wayzata and Osseo area schools offer these tips in talking with students. Psychologists encourage parents to reassure children they are safe. They also emphasize that it's necessary to create time to listen if parents notice clues that children may want to talk. It's also important to keep explanations developmentally appropriate. And they say it's essential to maintain normal routines as well as limiting media consumption of the events. May 25th marks a solemn day across the Twin Cities and the globe, the 2-year anniversary of the murder of George Floyd. Floyd died under the knee of a Minneapolis police officer. The incident sparked deep emotions across the northwest suburbs and left a lasting impact on local cities and police departments, reshaping conversations on race and policing. Some local Brooklyn Park residents are calling for more safety improvements at a park with a recent uptick in crime. According to police, so far this year, there have been 42 calls for service at Brookdale Park. Reporter Sonia Goen shows us what's being done to keep the public safe.
It would be important for us to start this meeting off by talking about what's really going on in the park.
Dozens of Brooklyn Park residents met Tuesday night to sound off about crime at their neighborhood park.
It's just like this private little wonderland to do whatever you want back there.
There have been several recent incidents at Brookdale Park, including 2 shots fired calls, and another case where a person fled the scene after giving police false information during a traffic stop. According to police, 6 crimes have occurred so far this year at the park.
The 3rd crime was a weapon that was recovered in the park.
A few weeks ago, police installed a mobile trailer camera, and they've increased patrols. The city also blocked off the back parking lot with concrete barriers to cut down on criminal activity. And the city is also replacing roundabouts with speed bumps.
That 10-mile-an-hour speed limit, you might as well take that damn sign down because it doesn't mean nothing. Because I've seen them come through there 40, 50 miles an hour.
People say the park is too dark and they want more lighting.
Not just in the park, but I think that some of the close residential neighborhoods.
Overall, residents seem comforted by the current plan to reduce crime here. Police and park officials say keeping everyone safe is a top priority so families and children can enjoy the park.
You have so much on your plate, and do know we appreciate you so much.
In Brooklyn Park, Sonia Goins, CCX News.
The city also started a park patrols program where police cadets will patrol city parks. The program is scheduled to get underway on June 6th. There will be a new express bus route to serve Maple Grove Transit riders who work in downtown Minneapolis. In response to numerous requests, Maple Grove Transit will now offer express service to downtown East. That area includes several large employers, including Wells Fargo, Thrivent Financial, and Hennepin County Medical Center. Route 784 is scheduled to start August 22nd with trips at peak times going to and from the Maple Grove Transit Station. And coming soon to Plymouth, a new seafood restaurant. Ceviche Seafood House plans to open soon at a spot near the Cub Foods on Vicksburg Lane. It's replacing the El Azteca restaurant, which closed last winter. Construction is taking place and the new restaurant could open in mid to late summer. Other new restaurants opening soon in Plymouth includes People Organic, which is opening in the same area as the seafood restaurant, and Crisp and Green off Highway 55.
Conference championship meets are taking place this week in track and field, including in the strong 7-team Lake Conference. Jason Melillo has more.
A beautiful afternoon for the Lake Conference Track and Field Championships. Girls 1600, Hopkins Sydney Drevlo leads wire to wire and smashes the field with a winning time of 4:58.77. Same race on the boys' side. Buffalo's Jared Gregoire wins with a time of 4:19.64. Wayzata's Alex Foss hangs on for second place. Boys shot put, the Trojans get 4 throwers in the top 10, with Jackson Nelson leading the way with a third-place finish. Good battle in the girls' 100-meter dash as Edina's Maddie Deline clocks 12:33, edging Wayzata's Minnie Jala. Boys high jump, Michael Meadowcroft takes silver for the Trojans with a best of 6 feet. He was also second in the triple jump. Best race of the day is the girls' 800-meter. Wayzata's Grace Weber leading down the home stretch, but Drevlo refuses to lose and kicks her way to victory. The freshman phenom setting a new meet record with a time of 2:12.84.
Well, beforehand, my coach had told me that this is the last 800 I was going to run, so I really wanted to end it on a good note because I think I'm going to be more focusing on the mile the rest of the season, and so I really just want to have a good finish.
The Wayzata boys tennis team has had an outstanding season. The Trojans were the top seed for the Section 5 AA tournament, with number 2 seed Orono also a very good team. Jay Wilcox has highlights from their epic section final match.
Top-ranked Wayzata hosts Orono in a great matchup for the Section 5 AA boys tennis title. Number 1 singles, Wayzata's Colin Badoon with the booming serve to set up a forehand winner as he beats Matisse Molly 6-2, 6-4. And number 1 doubles, Jack Bomir serves, but a great return by Orono's Jack Tanner. Tanner and Preston Peril beat Bomir and Diran Akina 7-6, 6-1. Number 2 singles, Jae-Ho Hong serves and comes to the net to win the point with an overhead. Hong wins the first set 6-1, but Sam Scansey rallies to win in 3 for a key Spartans win. Second doubles, Aiden O'File serves and Brad Hagan splits the Orono duo of Aiden Ecker and Quinn Martini. Another close match and the Wayzata duo pulls out a 3-set victory. Third singles and Hugh Peril of Orono's in the near court against Aaron Badoon. A strong forehand sets up a volley winner for Peril as he wins 6-3, 6-4, helping Orono to a 4-3 win to hand Wayzata its only loss of the season. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
Section tournament play begins in the coming days in prep baseball. Maple Grove and Edina played a close game in their regular season finale.
Senior day at Maple Grove as the 15-3 Crimson hosted the 10-7 Hornets. And it was a pitcher's duel most of the way. Maple Grove starter Ethan Zimmerman with a strikeout of Caden Morgan to end the top of the third inning. Then in the fourth, Zimmerman retires the final 3 batters after giving up a leadoff double. Another strikeout there. The senior fanned 11 batters in 5 innings. But in the fifth, with 2 on and 2 out, Morgan gets a hold of one and drives a ball to deep right center field. It clears the fence for a 3-run homer. the second of the season for the junior, and Edina leads 3-0. Maple Grove gets on the board in the bottom of the sixth. Chayton Fisher singles to center field. Tanner Allback comes around to score, and it's a 3-1 game. Next up is Hunter Gerber, and he sends one to the gap in left center field. Cole Newell scores on the Gerber double, and it's a 3-2 game. But that's all they get as Edina wins 3-2. The Crimson will open Section 5 4A tournament play at home on Memorial Day. In Maple Grove, John Jacobson, CCX Sports. Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.